What is poppin', fam? Spanik here, coach of your Alabama Crimson Surf, and this is week 1 of season 4 of the UTL against 5-7 West and the Tampa Bay Mantines. Ironically, we're fighting on the 1-year anniversary of the UTL's inception, so that's great. So here's his team. He could bring Weavile, Alola Marowak, Starmie, Roserade, Miltank, Mega Steelix, Aromatisse, Gigalith, Hawlucha, Scyther, and Komodo. Immediately looking at the Monty Broad, I see no Hawlucha, I see no Weavile. Okay, no Weavile I kind of expected, but no Hawlucha really surprised me as that thing could do work to my team. Especially the Mega Sharpedo, which and immediately I see if I get rid of Miltank, Mega Sharpedo kind of has a field day. Speaking of Mega Sharpedo, here's what I'm bringing. Mega Sharpedo with Protect, Poison Fang, Waterfall Crunch. Poison Fang for his Aromatisse, Protect for the speed boosts, and Waterfall and Crunch just for dual stab. Actually, Komodo then could have beaten my Mega Shark, but whatever. I've thought about putting Psychic Fangs aside against it. Also, keep in mind for this battle, we don't have to Mega Turn 1 in the UTL. We just have to have our Mons hold the Mega Zone. Even though we're doing GBA format, you don't have to Mega Turn 1. That comes into play later in the battle. I have here Fizdef Drudagon. This Mon was meant to take down Hawlucha, but he didn't bring the Hawlucha. So I don't know. So this thing, I guess it could work for a Lolo Whack, but we'll see. We'll see how it's used. Scarf Adamant Mienshao with Regenerator. I wanted to put Reckless High Jump Kick, but I was terrified of Lolowak being a potential switch in. So I didn't put Reckless High Jump Kick. That also does come into effect later in the battle, where I may have actually won the game if I had Reckless High Jump Kick. Spoiler alert, I do lose this game. But if I had Reckless High Jump Kick, I probably had a better chance to win. You'll see how it plays out later in the game. Fist F Vaporeon, this thing can handle Steelix, it can handle Komodo, it can handle Lolowak as well. Just Fist F Vaporeon. It was mainly for Weavile, but he didn't bring Weavile. So it's mainly used for those then. Celesteela, this is mainly for Starmie. If he doesn't bring Thunderbolt on it, then I just beat it. Yeah, Starmie was a bit of a problem this game, as he does bring an offensive Starmie. So, Celesteela with Groundium Z Earthquake, it was a lure for the Alolowak. I tried to make this thing a lure for the Alolowak because Groundium Z Earthquake with my spread did about, I think it did 96 max. So after rocks, it would definitely kill it. And that's that. And then I have a Fizdef Donphan, mainly for like a surprise Komodo or Miltank. I see they both came. With Rapid Spin, Play Rough, Earthquake, and Ice Shard. Ice Shard to pick things off. Rapid Spin for spins. And Play Rough was for the Komodo. So in deciding on my lead, I thought he was gonna lead the Miltank or Starmie. So I decided to lead Mienshao because I have a good matchup on both of them then. So I do lead Mienshao as he leads with Starmie. I love that nickname. Also, if you look to the side of the chat, the Brain 05 has joined. The Brain 05 is in the chat. Now, and he immediately calls hacks. This guy right here, he's the resident hacks god of the WNBA and the UTL. Every time he's in a lobby or in a battle, someone gets hacked. So is this a foreshadowing? We shall see. So he goes into Marowak, fair play against something like a Mienshao, predicting the fighting move. I go for the U-turn. As I then go into Ghetto Chomp, the Drudagon. As he whiffs me, okay, that's fine. I got rocks up though. And he Shadow Bones, and there I get surprised. Because I didn't know anything going into this game. I immediately thought, wait, Rockhead blocks Rocky Helmet. Hold on. When the chat comes, I'll show everything. Alright, see, in the chat, I was really surprised. Because I thought Rockhead blocks Rocky Helmet because he went for Shadow Bone, which is a physical move. I'm a Fizdef Gar. I keep saying Garchomp. It's Drudagon. I'm a Fizdef Drudagon with Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. So I thought, I was then thinking, wait, he's Rockhead. Because I didn't know Rockhead would block Rocky Helmet. I know it blocks recoil, but I didn't think it would block Rocky Helmet. So so then I immediately thought, okay, then he's probably Rockhead. But no, apparently he apparently later in the battle I find out he was Lightning Rod. So then the conclusion was Shadow Bone is a non-contact move. It's like Earthquake. It's a non-contact physical move. I didn't know that. So I sacked off. So then he just goes for Ice Beam on the. So I Dragon Tail it into the Starmie. He goes for Ice Beam, killing my Ghetto Tom because I thought it was useless. I thought this Jardigon was useless because he was Rockhead and Rockhead blocks Rocky Helmet damage. I had that in my head, so I sacked it off thinking it was useless this game. But then when he revealed he was Lightning Rod, and then I realized Shadow Bone could work like Earthquake, I kind of felt like an idiot. So this was a misplay on my end, sacking off Jardigon like this. Because it could have actually still beat the Alola. It could have gotten damage on the Komodo. It could have gotten damage on the Steelix as well. And it could have beaten the Milt. It could have possibly beaten the Miltank 1v1. So that just sucks for me. I then go into Celesteela, maybe baiting in the Alola. He goes into Miltank. I don't fall for it. But he reveals to be Sap Zipper Miltank. I'm glad I didn't burn my Z Earthquake yet. But as soon as he brought a Miltank on this thing, I was like, wait, Sap Zipper. Yep. The Giga Drain. The Giga Drain switching. The Leech Seed switching. Can't be seeded. Can't be Giga Drained either. Should have seen this Miltank coming. West does love his Miltank. I don't know why I didn't see this coming. He's just out prepping me right now. So yeah, so then I switch into Donphan because I really didn't know what else. He gets a crit, but that really does not matter at all. Because then he goes for Body Slam as it seems to do more than Fire Punch. And he gets the para and the full para. Para hacks was a common theme this game. I go for Earthquake because I'm just going for damage on this thing at this point. I don't have knockoff, so I couldn't even knock off his lefties. He's going to get the para again here. A lot of full powers this game. I then just decided to go into Vape because I could use Donphan as Death Fodder later on. Because Vape just kind of walls a bunch of his team. He goes back into the Starmie. I just get off a Wish. He goes for T-Bolt, does nothing. I go for Shadow Ball, does a ton. I got the Spinef drop, but that's really not that big. As I'm probably just gonna click. Do I click Shadow Ball again here? Or do I click Scald? I get off another Wish actually. All right. He's doubles into Aromatisse. I Scald here, maybe trying to burn fish on something. This Aromatisse was a freaking threat. Plus one to the Celesteela because there's really nothing this Aromatisse could do to my Celesteela. Even though I don't have Steel Stab on the Celesteela, still really can't do anything. I have Air Slash, Giga Drain, Leech Seed, and Earthquake. I wanted to go for the Z Earthquake right there, predicting the switch into a Lolowak, but I decided against it because I actually thought he was going to go back into Miltank, and I didn't want to risk that. So he goes to Shadow Bone here, sacking off the Donphan. I go into Vape. He's going to pull a switch here into the Aromatisse. I think I just click Scald, yeah. Maybe trying to get a burn or something. As I don't get a burn on the Aromatisse. Spoiler alert, I never do get a burn on the Aromatisse, no matter how many Scalds I do go for. There. By this point, he realized I don't have Steel Stab on the Celesteela. So he stayed in protecting, and I revealed the Tectonic Rage trying to lure in the Alola because it died to it after rocks. But unfortunately, he did stay in, and this Tectonic Rage is going to do negative damage, and he's going to go all the way back up with the Wish. So he goes back into the Miltank. I just go for the Leech Seed. Because my plan with Celesteela was to be able to Leech Seed stall out the Aromatisse. But then Sap Zipper Miltank just kind of messed with that completely. Here he gets the power with the Body Slam on my Vaporeon. This was a little bit on and off. I was a little on and off on that. Just because, yeah, that's because the good news is if he has Surprise Toxic on anything, I'm paralyzed. So he can't Toxic me. But if I get paralyzed on like a Wish Tect, then that could potentially screw me over for the entire game. So now he just decides to sack Starmie here. I get off a Wish. As he just a Flex type. reflect type, and I get paralyzed on the Shadow Ball that would have killed. I Shadow Ball that turn, yeah, I did. He goes for Thunderbolt, does nothing. I think I Shadow Ball here. It doesn't kill because he's Reflect typed me. Because he has Reflect typed me, so now it's not super effective. So Def Drop doesn't matter. He Thunderbolts, I wish, and here I get the full power on the Protect that would have healed me. I don't want to call that a misplay on my end because I needed the HP back and I could get free HP on the Starmie because I recover more in Wish than he does in Thunderbolt. I stand by that play, even though I 100% knew that power was coming. I still stand by that play. And it's just really not looking good for me. He's getting all the power hacks. Brain joining the game predicted that completely. That vape power on the Protect was huge. That was huge, and you'll see why later in the game. Because I do bring this back. Go in the Shark. I go in the Shark because I realize, okay, I'm trying to make a last-ditch effort here. Not even trying to win. I'm just trying to not get like 5-0'd. As I do kill the Starmie there. Trying to damage control. I'm really just going for damage control. I don't know why I protected there because I just allowed him to get more leftovers. That's a misplay on my end. Omega, go for Poison Fang. I get the Toxic Poison, but it's a 50% chance. So yeah, that's not really hacks. I do get the Toxic Poison though, which is nice. And now with the last two my last two mons are Mienshao and Celesteela. I'm just really out of it. So he's gonna go for Milk Drink. We're just in a bit of a stall war here. As he goes for Heal Bell, I should have maybe made an aggressive switch into Mienshao here, but I really, really didn't want to risk like a body slam power on my Mienshao. I do make the aggressive play here on the Milk Drink. And I do make the prediction here nice on the Alola Whack by going for knockoff. It doesn't kill, but I am able to pick it off here with another knockoff. As he goes into the Aromatisse, I wanted to knock off his lefties here, but I was too chicken. I was really too chicken because the Moonblast would have killed me. If I guarantee lived the Moonblast, I definitely would have. But and here I wanted to click X because he went for T-Volt and got the para. So West and his paras are really screwing me over right now. Goes back into the Miltank. I double into Mienshao. And here's where the comeback begins. Goes in this thing, predicted, go for the poison jab. I don't get the kill, but I do get the poison here. Which is nice on my end, as he pulls a switch into Steelix. I should have switched into Celesteela here. That switch was way too obvious. As I do it here. He megas and just gets his rocks up, which is fine. I don't know why he went for the late game rocks there. As he's just gonna sack off his Aromatisse. Perfectly fine. He goes now to the Komodo. He got enough power hacks this game, and the game realized that because I'm able to 2 KO this thing with 2 air slashes. Brick Break, I tank that, and I'm able to 2 KO it. So here I see maybe a win condition in sight if I get some crits in my favor. If I get some revenge hacks, I could see some winning in sight. I do kill the Miltank there with a crit. I'm not sure if that mattered. I'm adamant I didn't run the calcs. But Drain Punch, it's not doing enough to that Steelix. And that Heavy Sun did way too much. Even after the Drain Punch recovery, it's not going to be enough. He's able to pick me off here. So, GG West. That kind of hurt to say with all the hacks. But it's whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hacks happens. It's part of the game. I hate hacks. I hate winning on hacks as well, and I hate losing on hacks. I just hate hacks in general. Spanic out.